Good evening everyone. Today we are going to do the daily Leetcode challenge of 14 January 2023, that is question number 1061. Lexicographically smallest string. It is a very nice question. If you have done strings and you know the basic coding part, then you can easily solve it. So see what the question is saying. The question is saying that we are given two strings s1 and s2 and there is a base string. What we have to return? We have to return a lexicographically smallest equivalent string of base string by using equivalence information from S1 and S2. So what is equivalent relation? So the equivalent relation should follow reflexivity, that is A should be equal to A, symmetricity, that is A equal to B, then B is also equal to A, and transitivity, that is A is equal to B and B is equal to C, then A should also be equal to C. So if they string 1 and string 2 are following equivalent relation, and we have to return the lexicographically smallest equivalent string of base string. What does lexicographically mean? It means the alphabetical order according to dictionary. Okay. And the constants are saying that we are only given only lowercase English letters. So the total array size should be 26. We have to deal with 26 alphabets. So what exactly we have to do? So see, here what we are given. We are given S1 is equal to Parker, S2 is equal to Morris, and base string is equal to parser. So what exactly we have to? We have to compare the every character from S1 and S2, and using the smallest value from the comparison of these two, we have to write the base string. Okay. So let's start comparing. P compared with M, which is smallest? M is smallest. A compared with O, which is smallest? A is smallest. Let's write like this: equal to M, equal to A. When R is compared with R, see R and R, what should be given? Answer should be R. When K is compared with R, so it should also be compared here because they are following an equivalent relation. So these all should be in a same group. Okay. So when we compared K with R, which is smallest? K is smallest. So we update our answer to K. Now when we compare E with I, which is smallest? E. And now we compare R with S. So it should also be in the same group because they are following the equivalent relation. That is the important part here. So S should also be here, and when we compare we see K is still our answer. So we should not update it. So what will be our output? We have to return what? Parser. So for P we are having M value. For A we are having A value. For R we are having K value. For S we are having K value. For E we are having E value. And for R we are having K value. So that should be our answer. So this is how you have to approach. You have to compare the two strings and return and store the smallest value. Then you have to write the alphabets of base string using the result from these two comparisons. Okay. So I hope you have understood the explanation. I request you all to try coding it, then move on to the video. I hope you have tried the question. So now let me just start the coding part and zoom it for you. So for today's coding part, we are going to do it in a different way. Usually what we do, we made the array and we pass it by reference. So it does not create any copies and to reduce the time complexity and space complexity. But today we will declare the character array globally. So we don't have to pass it every time. Okay, and now what we have to do, we have to resize our character array in the main function. We can resize it to how much? There are 26 alphabets and we only have to deal with the lowercase alphabet, so we can create an array of 26 elements and initialize them a -1 value. What I mean by initializing a -1 value is that we will create a array which will have 26 values. Okay, and what we will do, we will assign values to it. See, we will assign A, B, C, D, E. We will assign characters like this, and we are assigning them initially -1 values. And when they are assigned -1 value, after that we will check. We will update the values. Okay. So see here, when I explain you by these examples, we are given what? R, R, K, S, and K. So let's just add more elements. See if we write it like this. We create an array And now what we have the value, let's say, let's do these three comparisons because that will give you a better explanation. Okay, so we have at any index r, we have k, and we have s. Okay, we are storing these values. Okay, and they are all having initially parent as -1. When we compare these two value, I will make the parent of r as the k, and after s is also compared is the union operation, we will update the parent of s as k as well. So we are updating the parents so that we can find the base string comparison. This final answer will be stored in the as parent form. So whenever we have to write r, we will check what is its parent and we write that value. And when the parent is -1, we return the same value exactly. Yes or no? When suppose there was k, so we will return k itself. Yes or no? So you have to apply a union operation to compare the two elements or three elements, and you return the parent of them. And if the parent is -1, you return the same value. If the parent is not -1, we return the parent value. Yes or no? That is how you have to do. And here k should not be stored. Here the integer or ASCII value of k should be stored. Getting it? So that's how you have to do. You have to create a union function. You have to compare the parents and you have to return the parents for the base string. You will understand it better in the coding part. So now we have created a character array of 26 size which are initially having parent as -1. Okay, everyone has -1 parent. Now what you have to do, you have to iterate through any of the string. You can iterate through s1.size or s2.size, and you will apply a union operation. See, small union won't work because it has an inbuilt STL call, so you will write it as capital union or whatever you want, and you will apply the union function. How you will apply the union function? You will change the value to a integer value. For changing the alphabetical value to ASCII value, minus a from it. Okay, and for converting a ASCII value to alphabetical value, you add a. Okay, so now we will pass the functions in the union call. Okay, and finally what we have to return, we will return our base string. We will return our base string. Okay, so now see what this union function will do. Union function will return nothing. It will just simply compare and update the parent. Okay, so let's just say we are passing it some integers value. As I told you, now we are comparing it to the ASCII value, and after that we have to return the lowest value because we have to return it in the lexicographical smallest order, and the smallest lexicographical order having lower ASCII value. Okay, so for that what you will write, int parent x. How when you find the parent x, you will find x. Okay sir, what is x? And for int parent y, what will you will find y. But sir, what is this find function? What is this find? We have to declare a find function. What I told you, it will return an integer value. Yes or no? Then only we can compare the values. Let's write m to avoid confusion. So what will this do? Yes, as I told you here that if the parent is -1, it will return the same value. So we have to write it there. What? We have to write like if head character m is equal to -1, we return the parent. Yes or no? If the parent value is -1, we will return this value. If that is not the case, what we have to do? We have to return the, we have to update our head character. Yes or no? Its head character will updated by its parent. We will find the head character of its parent, and that is how you will find. What does this line explains? It is explaining you that if we are going to find r and its parent is not having -1 value, then you will check what is its parent and you will find that it's k, because you are making a recursive call and you will ultimately return to this step when the parent is -1, so you will get the k value as your answer. So that is what is happening. So now you have the parents. So now what's the step you have to do? As I told you, if the in this example r was equal to r, so you return nothing, you return the same value. So if parent x is equal to parent y, you simply return the call. You don't have to compare if both parents are same. But if the parents are different, what you will do? You will update the value. Okay, how you will update the value? You will update the value of maximum parent. Yes or no? Maximum value should be updated by minimum value. So you will compare parent x and parent y. Whichever is the maximum will get updated by what value? By value of minimum parent. So what does this line indicate? What it mean is, when the two parents are different, k and r are different, so we will compare k with r and we will return the minimum value. So r is bigger, so r value will get updated by k index. That is what it means. The bigger parent will get updated by minimum parent value in the array. So this is what is happening. Okay. So now what you have to do, you have to iterate through the base string and update the values. Remember, it is not necessary that the base string size should be equal to the size of string 1 and string 2. So we will iterate through the base string. We will assign the base string size, base string dot size. So we iterate through it. And now what we have to do, we have to update our base string values. We have to update the base string values by what value? We will find the parent of the index. We will find the parent of h, we will find the parent of o. Yes or no? How will you find? Base stri minus a. By minus, you are changing its h value to its ASCII value. And when you find the parent, you will again convert it into the alphabetical value. So that is what you have to do. So I hope you have understood it. Let's run this. There is a compiler return value. Oh yeah, we have made a void function, so it should not return the value, it should update the value. And when the parent x is equal to parent y, then it should return. Yes or no? Now let's do this, because in the ultimate case, the k value will be equal to its k value. Yes or no? That is what is happening. Then this void will terminate. Yes or no? So yeah, it is accepted. Let's just submit it and check whether it is getting accepted or not. So yeah, it is accepted. So I hope you have understood the question. If you have any doubt, do let me know in the comment section. Let me just brief you the question again. The question was very simple. It was asking you to compare the two strings and return the smallest lexicographical order. So what you did, you compared the two strings and stored the smallest value using an frequency array. You stored their parent, and in the base string you iterate through every string and check what is its parent. If the parent was -1, then we are returning the same value. If the parent was not -1, we are returning the parent value. That is what you have to do. That is what was happening. Okay. And also the time complexity for this solution will be what? This is log n, this is log n, and this is for n. So time complexity should be n plus m log n. And what would be the space complexity? Space complexity would be constant space complexity, because we are creating a constant array of 26 size. So I hope you have liked the video. Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.